An advanced technique. Accessing different levels of consciousness. By now, you've spent time practicing Reiki on yourself and likely others. You've heard positive feedback from your recipients and are gaining confidence. One of the wonderful things about Reiki is that although it is simple, it is very profound. This lesson will show you how you can use an existing tool, the Reiki symbol, in an advanced technique to help work with clients on a deeper level. As your understanding of life and energy deepens, so will your practice. You will notice that many Reiki masters create new systems of Reiki as their own awareness expands. In reality, the Reiki energy was always there, and the power and wisdom of Reiki did not change. It is the understanding of the practitioner that shifted. This is to remind you to go within when you're feeling called to take your awareness to the next level. Rather than trying to find a new method or system to quench your craving, come back to the fundamental lessons in Reiki and look inside yourself. Every single imbalance that we have can be effectively addressed through introspection. We're beginning to understand that our perception creates our reality. For more resources regarding this notion, please visit the External Resources section of this lecture. Practitioners inevitably ask, if I am the projector of my own reality, why is my world not the way I wish it to be? One reason is because more personal work is needed to clear away the subconscious programming. This can be done through Reiki sessions and meditating on the 5 principles. Another reason is because we are operating within a set of parameters we've agreed to in our society and as a species. Although there are many individuals who operate outside of these boundaries, for example, people who no longer need to eat, or individuals who can break the laws of physics at will, the majority of us, for the time being, are playing in the same ballpark. This consensus allows us all to play together so that we can grow and learn while enjoying the game of life. In your practice, however, you may find the need to break out of that set of agreed-upon rules from time to help the recipient engage in healing that they would not otherwise be able to do under the standard operating procedures in this reality. As you recall in Level 2, the Reiki symbol is seen as an amplifier. It's used to increase power during a Reiki session, as well as to activate the other symbols. In the non-traditional symbols section in your manual, the reverse Shoku-rei is illustrated. You'll notice that the spiral of the reverse Shoku-rei is clockwise. Where the traditional Shoku-rei is thought to discreate and release dissonant energy, the clockwise Shoku-rei is thought to bring in resonant energy. If you view the 3D version of the Shoku-rei spiral, it can be seen as shown. Spirals are seen throughout nature, within and outside of ourselves. Spin can create what's known as a torsion field. These fields are thought to transmit energy and information. As applied here, these torsion fields have the capacity to create a paradigm shift, which could lead to greater consciousness and awareness. As physics proves that multitudes of possibilities exist in potential, we are understanding that our perception collapses those possibilities into a single outcome. Using the power symbol in 3D, with this understanding, gives the recipient's body-mind the option to access different levels of their awareness, which will then help them to create a different reality. There is much research being done regarding spirals, vortexes, and torsion fields. Feel free to explore. The technique is as follows. Once you're centered and have the recipient relaxed, you can ask them to focus on their breath, and you ensure you are breathing smoothly and deeply while remaining comfortable. You will perform a complete Reiki session. Whenever you feel called to, you will visualize a 3D Shoku-rei over the recipient's body in the place that feels appropriate. Trust that Reiki energy will guide the Shoku-rei to the place it needs to be. You may find more than one Shoku-rei spinning at a time. Allow them to continue to spin in the direction that they choose for as long as the recipient requires. With your understanding that these fields can help the recipient shift into a higher level of awareness, while releasing energy, beliefs, and memories at lower levels, you can set the intention for the symbols to continue to spin until the healing that the recipient is ready for at this time is completed. You can close the session as you normally would. You'll want to briefly explain to your recipient that they may feel shifts in their beliefs and awareness, and to be open to the changes. Remind them that their body is choosing what beliefs to release for their highest good. You can also ask them to take some time the following week to be quiet and meditate for 10 to 15 minutes each day, or simply focus on their breath. You may want to practice using this technique on yourself initially to get a sense of how using the 3D Shoku-rei feels. Then, when you feel ready and called to, you can work with others. As your awareness deepens, so will your understanding of how perception impacts reality. This awareness will help you work with clients at a deeper level. I found this technique to be very powerful and positive in my practice. I hope you find this to be a meaningful tool as well. This concludes the lecture.